Hey dumplies, it's Dave Decide. Today I want to get into a behind the scenes clip that showed V talking about being injured or hurt. I also want to get into some alleged Sasaeng clips and talk about that and V getting into a car. Lastly, I want to talk about how V clarified some rumors. So hater or not, make sure you subscribe with the notification bell on. Grab your dumpling at Spilling Mug merch and let's get into it. The first thing we need to talk about is V being injured or what happened there. If you aren't aware, BTS released their song Yet to Come. This was a long awaited song and music video, and the music video is very well done. I think a lot of ARMYs watching the video were very in awe of the amount of work that went into it. The team that worked on the music video all had to be bigger ARMY than ARMY because this video was very much a throwback to their entire discography. They had to know all the previous music video references, understand these references, and also know how to use the props and stuff. BTS throughout the video did everything in the desert, and while this definitely looked really cool, it can definitely be a bit dangerous and hard to film. But this wasn't done by accident or just to look cool. There was a more practical, artistic reason to do it, I think. My theory was that the dust or sand was supposed to represent something being buried, coming back out. So this was a perfect way to portray that. So there was also no alternative to convey that message. But a lot of ARMYs were mad and upset that BTS was put in this situation in the desert with high winds and sand hitting their face, saying this is not great for them. But artistically, this is likely something they wanted to do and something that conveyed the message really well. There was a behind the scenes clip of the shoot, and the clip with V in it went viral online and everyone was freaking out. V was very much standing in the desert with these huge winds. It almost looked like a sandstorm. I don't know if they just waited until there was a storm happening and then recorded. My guess is the storm happened and then they just went with it. The desert can have storms almost every hour or so, and later when V went inside, he talked about how the sand was hitting his eyes and it was hard for him to open it, and that he thought he could take it on but couldn't actually do it. He actually did want to stay and shoot the thing in the storm, but eventually the storm actually picked up and they had to stop recording. He said that he never thought that he would lose to sand. And look, the sand at the right level of wind can literally feel like glass hitting your skin and can cut you. So I'm glad he decided to pull back and not do this that day and resume another day. And they definitely got a couple of shots of V in the storm if they wanted to use that shot. My pet peeve with shooting traditional media content like TV, magazines, commercials, etc. is that they take too long. It can take an entire day just to shoot a music video scene and a scene like this. Meanwhile, they will literally just use 5 seconds of it. It's like they had to get a whole makeup team, a production crew, yelling cut every 50 seconds to look over a 10-second shot and make sure it's perfect. Like, it's so much work, so much pain just for a clip they will show for 5 seconds. Just shoot what you need and move on. If you've ever been on set for a TV show or any type of traditional media, you would see how inefficient it is. Whereas if you're shooting even for a high production YouTube video, it can be like 3 hours, boom, you're out of the studio. But anyway, that's more of a side tangent. ARMYs were mostly upset that V got hurt, but he seemed alright now and he seemed quite happy to film it. And the team definitely kept him safe by stopping the shoot when it got too rough. I like that ARMYs care a lot, but it's okay. I mean, a lot of people in the industry are very tough and have thick skin. Even if they get injured or their arm gets cut off, they will grab their arm, sew it up, and show up on set the next day. And this is everyone in the entertainment industry. There's not a single person on set that isn't grateful usually to be there. They all know it's an honor to be there, and if they don't perform, there's 50,000 people that are waiting behind them to take their place. So that's why people work so hard, is because of how competitive it is. And while V and BTS can't be replaced, they have mentioned wanting to continuously work hard to remain on top. And that's just natural, right? If they get away from the spotlight, then obviously someone will take over. So BTS is never going to leave, basically is what they told us. After the recent misunderstanding of a hiatus, I feel like BTS is trying even more to let us know that they're good and they're still together and that they're not done. How many groups who decided to do some solo work go and get tattoos of the other members right after they announce some solo work? Usually they hate each other, sick of each other, and are just like, bye, let alone get a tattoo. All the members have been showing off their group tattoos and they all decided to get the number 7 tattooed on them. ARMY even posted a leg photo where he showed off his 7 tattoos, and then people were curious how many of the members got a tattoo and even asked Taeyang when he would get his friendship tattoo. Of course, some people asked him to not get a tattoo, but he definitely wanted one. I think he mentioned before that he didn't know what to get, and then said that when he decides what to get, he would go with Jungkook to the tattoo parlor and maybe get it with him. In V's story he posted today, a picture of what appeared to be his tattoo. There's rumors that it appeared like he drew it himself with a marker and it's not real. Others believe it's real. I think it could be real. It's quite easy to make those strokes that make it appear like a marker, but I guess we don't know yet. But the arrangement was cute. V initially didn't know where he was going to place it, and it seemed like he found a perfect spot. There's a joke that he started where he would take any 2 freckles that he had and then pinch them to make it appear like an elephant trunk and call it an elephant. It's cute, and a lot of people had copied him when he initially did it, and it's an adorable thing. Him putting these 7 to kind of make a nose is very cute, and you know what, maybe it's not real and he just wanted to see everyone's reaction and then he might get it. But this was V kind of addressing the rumors of if he will get a tattoo, where he'll get it, and what the tattoo will be of. I think this answers all the questions everyone had. Literally one post V made completely spoke about all of the rumors and really answered everything. But other rumors always surface and people always talk. There was a moment that was recently kind of taken out of context, and I think it was done in a mostly joking way, but of course some people don't know the joke or whatever, and within the ARMY fandom, every corner you turn, there's other parts of the fandom. So for example, there's a fandom for each member, then there's a fandom for each of the members' ships, so Taeyang and Jungkook, or Jimin and Jungkook, or whatever, and these people usually think the members are dating each other and make jokes about that. And then there's people who are only fans of the rappers, and then only fans of the vocalists, etc. Basically any combination and variation of the members, there's a whole subculture and fandom in that, which if you want to see and watch some of those ship videos with me, check out my Patreon. We can fangirl together, link below. There were a lot of jokes around Taeyang and Suga and what they call Taeji, Taeyang and Yoongi, and a lot of these people think that the two are dating. There was a photo, again, taken out of context, purposely as a joke, I think. Like the photos were of Taeyang and Suga walking out of a TV show, what appears to be backstage and into a car. These people were saying that it was only Taeyang and Suga together and that they were probably together dating in the car or whatever. While people saying this were mostly joking, others who have no idea about this subculture were thinking it's real. And others then believed that maybe this was a Sasaeng footage that was being taken, or that Taeyang and Suga were being stalked. The photo and clips do appear that way, as it is lower quality. It appears backstage and neither member is looking at the camera, so they may not even know it's there. However, after some quick Google search and Google image search, I did find where this came from. BTS did their M Countdown performance, and after their performance was done, they left and went into their car. You can see all the members leave. They do leave individually, but they do enter the same car. So it definitely does not appear like Taeyang and Suga are dating in that car, but maybe somewhere else. I'm kidding. And this definitely was not Sasaeng footage that happened to catch BTS members leaving the building. This seemed to be reporters and maybe some fans that were aware that BTS was going to be there and decided to wait and say hi. BTS's schedule is public, and sometimes they even say things like they will be here to film their performance and armies and reporters will show up. Some of the members did acknowledge the crowd and waved. J-Hope actually, when he came out, waved to everyone and made sure to say hi, and Taeyang appeared to not say anything when he left, but when he arrived earlier there was footage of that too, and he definitely waved and smiled at everyone. But do you think this was still considered Sasaeng footage? Do you think V was dating Suga in the car? And also, how do you feel about V being in the sandstorm and then him addressing the tattoo rumors? Let me know what you think. Make sure you check out my Patreon for more videos, link down below. Thank you to this lovely comment right here. Love you, bye.